All right. Welcome back to What's the Move?
What's the move?
We have a special episode today
Yeah.
featuring a special guest. We got Sharnitha on the podcast.
Hi everybody.
Hey.
So we're going to be hammering her with questions today. No, I'm just kidding. It's just going to be chill.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is what we do. We just kind of talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like when we're yapping between sets, or you're walking away from Logan's class to come yap with me.
Yeah.
Get out of your
Every day.
sets.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I didn't think you would notice. You always ignore me, so.
So this girl is a legend here at
She
MD.
is.
She's on 120-day streak at least.
Yeah, where are
I
you
think
We
at?
today's
kind of
like
lost count after 100.
119.
119.
Yeah.
Just honestly incredible. That's so cool.
It's yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's kind of what we're going to dive into today is what you used to do and what brought you here and, you know, that whole story. So why don't we start with, I'm curious because you've told me a little bit about like your first day here. So like kind of walk us through like driving here, the feelings that you had walking in. 'Cause I'm really curious to hear your perspective on that again.
Well, first day, I drove here. I was in the parking lot. I just parked in my car and I was sitting there for like 5 minutes. And I was like, okay, do I really want to go in? Why am I here?
Yeah.
Why did I choose to be here? And then I was like, maybe I should just leave and go back home. Kind of
What?
scared.
You didn't?
But you didn't.
I didn't.
No.
Well, why did you choose to be here? Start there, I guess. You know, like why you said you were thinking, why did I choose to be here? So why did you want to sign up for class and come to this random place that you had never heard of?
Yeah, I think, well, I needed a change, first of all. Over the past year, like, I just felt like life was tough. I was kind of stuck in the trenches. It was very stagnant. I didn't feel any sort of excitement. It was just going by. And then I was like, something needs to change. Nothing changes if nothing changes.
Amen.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Love that.
So
I've been
where did you see us? Like how did you come across Move Detroit?
I was on social media. I think I was.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Scrolling on Instagram. Even before, like, this year, I started following you guys last year.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wow. We got
Yeah.
a little creeper. Just
Creeper.
kidding.
No,
A
that's
little
great.
stalking.
Awesome. I love that.
So then you realized that we opened an actual space. And
Yeah.
you're like, huh, I want to try them out.
Yeah. Support small local businesses that
Okay.
are up and coming.
That's yeah, I love that.
Yeah.
So when you left here after your first class, did I teach your first class?
No.
Who did?
Jordan.
Jordan
I
did?
did?
Yeah.
I don't even
So
remember.
after you left Jordan's class, what did you think?
After the first class,
What went through your head?
yeah. I.
Full
Better
transparency.
say the right things.
Oh my God.
I'm just
So I was like, okay, I like this. They're guiding me, good support. And I don't think it was that big of a class. I got like enough attention where you were like teaching me the form. And as someone who's never actually stepped foot into this kind of like gym before, I was like, okay, I don't know what to expect. So I came in and then the first class, I was like, okay, I like how she's teaching us and how we run through the demo at first. And then you're still there, like, watching us perform all these different movements and then correcting our form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did
Do
you
you
have
like me?
Like you. Of course I did. I came back the next day.
For the workout though, or for the coach? I'm just kidding.
What's the right answer here?
I can't answer.
Don't get trapped. So after the workout, you were like, wow, that was great. And you were like, you could see yourself coming back after that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I felt pretty comfortable here. I was like, okay, they really care. They know what they're doing.
You started coming like really early on when our classes were like a little bit smaller. Like we were, I think maybe a month in of like running our group classes at that point. So, yeah, I don't know. It's always funny, like, hearing that story of, like, how you had to talk yourself even to just walking in, because there's so many people, I feel like, in your shoes, like, where a place like this would be very intimidating to them.
Right.
But it's literally that jump of, like, getting out of your car, walking through the door, and then you're just like, oh, like, that's it?
Yeah, it's the moment between, like, hesitation and action.
Yeah.
When did you feel like you got yourself kind of hooked on, like, movement and fitness? Because now, I mean, when we've talked, like, you even do your runs and your stuff when you're not here. The one day that she couldn't make it in, like, 120 days, she went and ran a couple miles. So, like, when did you notice that shift for yourself, like, mentally on, like, this is exciting, I like doing this, not just, like, I have to do this?
Yeah. I think after, like, a month.
Yeah. Like a 30-day-ish. Yeah.
30-ish days. I was kind of like, this is hard, but I like what I'm doing. And then I was like, okay, a little bit later, almost 2 months later, I was like, okay, now I'm noticing results, which is crazy. I'm like, I've never been this strong before. I'm like, yeah.
That's like, and that, I like how you said that too. Like, it was about a month, and then about 2 months later, because I always say, and I've talked to Logan about this a million times as well, but when I have clients come in and I do a lot of, like, lifestyle coaching and stuff like that, is I'll preach on, like, that 30, 60, 90-day concept of, 30 days. Like, it takes a lot of accustoming and getting used to it, and then you're like, okay, it's not that hard anymore. And then in 60 days, you actually see results.
Yep.
And then you're like, oh, shit, like, I actually feel better. I am looking different. Like, this is cool. And then 90 days, it's kind of just like, here we are 120 days later, but it's just like a part of your life. It's just, that's usually like the trajectory, is if you can hold off that long. And honestly, I mean, props to you too, because not a lot of people can, especially in the beginning of their fitness journey. And then especially with, I mean, and I would love to have everybody else here too about, like, what you do, because you don't just work out here every day for 120 days. Like, you do a lot. So tell us a little bit about your life outside of here.
Outside of here. Do I have a life outside of here?
No. You do. Well, no, because of, like, what you're working on, which is big.
Yeah. So right now I'm in medical school, finishing up my rotations, almost to the finish line.
Almost there.
Woo.
Yep.
Yeah.
Big stuff coming up.
So, I mean, working though, like, just for perspective too, for everybody else, like, working crazy shifts, working until 7 a.m. and then coming here and doing the class at 8:30, not on any sleep, but then going home and sleeping. But still, like, it's never been convenient or easy for you. And I think that that's what's really powerful and motivating for your story, is that's why most people quit. And that's why most people don't start, is because it's not easy, it's not convenient. But you've, like, shown time and time again every single day that, like, it's worth it. Yeah. And we've seen you blossom into somebody that now talks to us all the time and is excited to be here. And I think that's really cool to see.
Yeah. So I want to say a couple things. I know you and I joke a lot, I think, right? They're jokes?
Jokes? Yeah.
Okay. But I will say, like, it's been really cool to see you, like she just said, like, blossom, but also, like, grow, and just your confidence from when you first came in to now is, like, insane. And that's why I wanted to have you on the podcast, because I know there's a lot of people in your shoes that, first, not only is a place like this intimidating, but also the consistency of it is intimidating. And, like, I'm glad that you got hooked on it right away, because, I wish we could make more people feel like that, because that's my goal, and that's our goal here at MD too, is just, like, we want more people like yourself to come in and just get addicted, like, right away, because, like you said, it took about a month, right, to become, like, kind of get that addiction going, starting to see results. But I remember you opening up to me and saying, like, I'm getting, like, so much more homework done, like, I'm so much more focused, my energy's so much better. Could be the first forms, but but yeah, it's more than just, like, getting strong or getting fit. It's like there's so much more benefit to it that gets missed a lot, and so on top of, like, your busy schedule, being a med student and stuff, you've still managed to, literally never miss a workout for 100 days, 120 days straight, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So, I want to ask you now. So, like, you saw the addiction piece after the 30 days, but now, like, where did you start to, in terms of like things that you noticed changing? Like, what was the first thing that you noticed, like, that changed, as far as like benefits that you reaped from like working out and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Like, did you notice like physical change, more of like a mental?
When I
health?
started, I would say it was more for like physical changes.
Yeah.
I noticed like better posture,
Yeah.
even just like, I think I've told you a lot. I'm sitting in front of my laptop slouched. Yeah, pretty much 10 to 12 hours every day. So that's probably been like over 20 years of me sitting like that. So we're still working on that.
I remember your first class with me, and I'm always like respectful, and I'm like, I always ask people, can I film? Like, is it okay if I film you for some content, stuff like that? But I could already tell how like intimidated you were, and I don't even bother with it at that point. And I knew like confidence wise, like it probably just would have made you more nervous. So, right. But I remember like seeing your form, and I'm like, okay, like we got a lot of work to do, right? But you've been through our programming, like I think this is the third time now, and like seeing your deadlift form, seeing your squat form, like
I was watching you squat the other day, and I was like, "Oh shit, Sharnitha!"
Yeah.
Like that's like, actually a lot of what?
Total difference. I mean, which is this is proof of as to why it works, but total flip from what it was from the first class I saw you, which is awesome to see. So
yeah, I think my form has gotten a lot better, but more than that, I think I like know why we're doing certain movements and what each one is helping with. So I feel like that's a great foundation. And again, we've talked about the mind to muscle connection. So why we're doing certain things is like a great foundation. Even in the future, now I know what not to do because that's where I started. Yeah. And what to do.
Did you have any specific goals? Like when you first came in here, you're like, I want to, lift a certain amount of weight, or I want to lose a certain amount of weight. Did you have anything specific like that?
I didn't have anything specific in mind, just like in general, get stronger. Yeah, that's where I was when I started.
Yeah.
But after like, I think 50 days, then I was like, okay, I'm starting to see results. So now I should be more specific with my goals. And I even shared with Alex a couple of goals that I wrote down. I think I showed it to you too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're working towards that.
Yeah.
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 Do you mind sharing?
Do you mind sharing?
Yeah.
Well, one of them is to do a pull-up unassisted.
Okay.
Without bands.
Love it.
Not there yet. Working on it.
Yeah.
Another one is better nutrition. I know.
She glares at me after she says that.
Yep.
We always talk about this, and
we got you.
Jordan's motto, or what she preaches, you can't outwork any poor diet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
What
It's
was
tough.
the third one?
My third one.
I think you only hit those two
I think better core.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stronger core. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what would you say is like, so we've gotten here, right? You're on the high. So it's like, where do you see your fitness journey going from here? Like where, you're seeing results, you're reaching goals. What's next for Sharnitha?
What's next? Well, don't know what the future has in store for me. But I'm kind of excited for the RPM challenge
Yeah.
we have this weekend. Gonna push my limits, see what happens.
Dude, we should do like a Spartan or something together. I feel like you would like that. I'd love like some type of race or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are gonna really enjoy this weekend because it's something different than we've done in the past. But again, this is like a test of like how well can you work with like a partner or just teamwork in general, and then like how can you both be as efficient as possible to get the quickest time, because that's what the goal is it's a race, right?
Yeah.
So I think those two together is just like, it just makes it so much fun. And you are like, in the meantime, you are pushing yourself too. So
Right.
yeah, I'm really excited for this weekend, but I honestly, like, again, like, I'm actually really proud of you because again, this is not easy for doing anything that you've done with the schedule you have and maintaining your consistency. But one last question I have is, like, because you just moved to Michigan within, like, what, the last 2 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That too.
So what was your journey, your fitness journey specifically, like prior to coming here? Was it non-existent?
Non-existent.
Was it really? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I didn't really do anything specific or consistent ever before. I think prior to COVID, like, I was kind of in shape, but after COVID was when everything just like went downhill. And then I just like noticed it was getting worse and worse and worse. And last year was when I felt at my lowest, really, really low, like surrounded by negativity, I think. And then, like I said, something had to change. And then I found MD.
I remember you telling me that too.
Yeah.
It was like, and I like, that's why I love what I do, is because at someone's lowest point and they find value in like something like this, and that completely changes that mindset and gets you out of that hole. Like, that's exactly why I do what I do. And I would say, Jordan, same thing, you know, it's
been
awesome.
in that hole too many times, so it's nice. I would say, like, I started my own fitness journey by following an online program, and I used to have questions or need support. None of my family understood. None of my friends understood. And I didn't have any. I was like answering back to a bot online. And then when I started going, it was like, I never want somebody to be like, have to go through that, because how much further could I have progressed sooner if I had like real person, you know, friendships too. And it's all so much more than just working out and, you know, getting fit or whatever. So
I would say too, like, that's another reason why I appreciate you, because, like, on top of everyone else, but, you know, hearing your story and like the things that you've told me from like prior to this, like, it gave me that reminder of, like, you know, what we do here at Move Detroit is so much bigger than just training, right? Like, we're pulling people out of what might be like some of their worst times in their life, which is crazy. Like, sometimes I forget that impact that we have, you know.
the impact, that fitness has almost, that moving your body has.
Just movement in general,
Yeah. So fitness, community, like all of that stuff is what I mean, that's what you need to pull yourself out of those dark holes. Right. And I'm going to real quick give like a 2-minute little story, but one of my friends and mentors, Kyle, always told the story, and he says it so much better. So if you are watching this, I'm sorry, I'm going to butcher it a little bit, but basically, like, there's a man in a hole and he's shouting for help, and a doctor walks by and he's like, "Hey doc," and sorry, no offense. "Hey doc, I'm stuck in this hole, help me out." So the doctor throws in a prescription down the hole and goes on his way. And then priest walks by and it was like, "I'm stuck, can you help me out of here?" Priest says his prayer, goes on and walks by, and then his buddy walks by and he's like, "Hey, you know, like, Logan, I'm stuck down here, can you help me?" And his buddy jumps in the hole with him. And he's like, "What are you doing?" Like, "I'm stuck. What are you doing?" And it's like, "Well, I know the way out. So follow me, because I'll get you out of here." You know, and I think that that's where, like, I've seen it. You've been in holes. I've been in holes. Like, we all have, right? But we know the way out, and we know the way to, like, keep going. And a lot of that is who you surround yourself with and how you feed yourself with diet, exercise, but also, like, consumption.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I like that a lot.
I know you mentioned community here. So that's one of the things I really appreciate here. I think all of us, like, showing up for each other, supporting each other. We're all here with, like, similar beliefs, shared efforts. We're all pushing each other. That was one of the things that also made me stick in the first place. you know, prior to starting, or when I started, I should say, I was like, okay, I'm going to be surrounded by people who are lot intimidating. I don't know if I'll fit in. I was like, this is way out of my comfort zone.
And you're like, wait, these people are actually kind of weird. I like it.
Yep.
They're weird. They're nice. They're supportive. And that was one of the reasons, like, made me want to come back. Even now, like, I made friends here that I feel like we would be talking even if I was out of MD, moving on with life. Yeah.
For sure.
You always got friends in us.
It's like a family, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think about it all the time. I'm like, what we have here, it's a family. It's not even, like, I don't even see, you know, it as like a friend or, like, we're all family. We see each other every day.
Every day.
120
I see you more than my family.
Yeah, I was
I've
just
seen
going
you
to say
more
that. I
than
see you
my
more than my
mom.
family. So.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Yeah.
I
love it.
think that's all we really have today. Thank you again for doing this.
Thank you.
Being our first
Of course.
official guest of What's the Move podcast. So
I appreciate you guys for everything you do.
Of course.
You do make a lot of impact.
yeah,
More than you know.
thank you.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate
Love
you
you.
being transparent too, because again, this stuff isn't easy to talk about. So, but I know, like, again, your confidence has gotten so much better. So, I was like, you know what? I think it's time.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
time.
It's time to spill the beans.
You're like a natural under these big lights too.
Yeah.
Like a
Oh,
movie
no.
star.
Everyone's wondering, who is this Sharnitha girl that I keep seeing?
I actually have had clients that have said, like, that's the girl that's done a million days in a row. Or like, hey, I saw her on
Million
Instagram.
days.
And it's so cool because it's like, yeah, I mean, you're making an impact bigger than you think. You know, you
Yeah.
have people watching you that you wouldn't think are actually watching you.
I know.
Which I'm sure go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was in the parking lot. I parked, and then someone next to me, she was like leaving from here, and then she looked at me, and she turned, and she was like, "Oh, you're doing great." And I'm like, "Wait, who are you?"
I love that.
But yeah, I've seen her here before, and I'm like, "You too. I see you working hard."
Love it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's very motivating.
So you're inspiring everyone.
Yeah,
So even us.
I'm
So-
trying.
Fitfluencer Sharnitha.
Yep.
One day,
That's
maybe
the move.
in the future.
All right. So stay tuned. Next week, we might have a new guest. We might talk about some other valuable topics. But thanks for tuning in to What's the Move. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
Host your podcast at Shoebox.
What's the move?